Thank you guys for clicking on the video. I am Sully, and today I'm doing a GM mode. I'm starting one up with the Washington Capitals because no matter what GM mode I watch, it seems like the Washington Capitals can never win the Stanley Cup, or they do very poorly. So I thought to myself, why not start a GM mode with them? Why not try and win the Capitals a Stanley Cup? Just want to show you guys what we have for the settings. Pretty much, I left injuries on. Let me know if you want those on or off. How you guys want to play that. Trade difficulties on hard, and I turned player morale meetings off because I don't really need to, I don't know. If you guys want them on, let me know, but I don't really want to mess with them. I don't know like how much morale plays into effect. I don't know if you guys really want to see that, but nonetheless, we're going to start our Washington Capitals GM mode. I'm looking forward to it. And as you guys know, I've played more the past year as a whole, going back to the start of NHL, or towards the end of NHL 15. I started playing Eastside Hockey Manager. I've uploaded that. Then I've uploaded Franchise Hockey Manager. So I have been playing GM mode type games, but I have not messed with NHLs. As you can tell, my channel has sort of turned into a GM mode channel, and so I thought, why not? Even though I may have some issues with GM mode, why not upload it for you guys? Because I know there are a lot of you guys who play a lot of GM mode, and so, why not towards the end of NHL 16 crank out GM mode and then go in the NHL 17 GM mode fresh, ready to go, on day one. So we're going to take a look at the roster. We're going to take a look at the lines. Now, I think these are the updated lines, which they sort of are, because I tried recording this and we had like on the team. So I guess they changed it, but they still have, you can tell they changed it because of Winnick's there. So they do have the trade from like to get him out. They have Carl Alsner, John Carlson. Yep, everything looks good. Mike Weber. And then in the AHL, in the farm system, it's pretty much nothing going on. You can see we don't have a lot of, from what I've seen, outside of Jaka Vrana, excuse me. He's pretty much what we have. He's going to be a good prospect for us in the future, but he's a ways off. I want to see the only person. Bowie's going to be good, so will Bowie's, I think, the only real prospect we have. Yep. Jonas, I will not even. If you guys can help me with these names, that'd be great. He's 18 years old, so he can develop nicely. Then the goaltending situation, we have Holtby and Grubauer, and Grubauer is growing. So I want to take a look at the big thing. Oh, Burakovsky. Okay, so he's on the scratch list. Initially, right off the get-go, I would sort of like to scratch I would like to dress Burakovsky and plug him in, and then I'm trying to put in, how would I scratch? You can just tell how, you can tell how much I've played of current gen GM mode. Where is? Alright, so we scratched Winnick. Okay, so there we go. So Burakovsky is sitting on the right wing. He is a sniper, third line minutes. That's how we're going to play him. We also have Tom Wilson as a grinder, Richards, Lada. So that's our team right now. Defense, we've already went over that. So pretty much that's our system. If we go to our trades, if we want to make a trade, I can show you guys. Oops, that just fell. I can show you guys the trade. We can go to whoever, it doesn't matter. So pretty much Burakovsky, Kuznetsov, Bowie, all these guys, like I said when I did the The Winnick has a little bit of trade value, but outside of that, our prospect pool really isn't that heavy. We really need to re-up that, I think, in the long term. And then our draft picks coming up, we really have a 1 and a 4th, a 5th from Anaheim. So, it's sort of tough for us in the long-term perspective. I mean, we're ready to win right now. We still have that first-round pick, but we don't have second, thirds. We don't have a third for next year, and then I think in 2018 we get back to normal. So initially, I'm going to let you guys know my initial thoughts on this Capitals team because I do know them very well. From following them in real life, I know it may not translate over, video game to real life, but I have never been a big fan of Marcus Johansson. I think his time, even though he's 24, he's been with the Capitals for a little bit of time. I don't know, since 2010. I think we can get a better second line option, especially with Williams and Kuznetsov. I think that is my initial goal for this team, is to ship out Williams or ship out Johansson and get someone to play with Williams. Because right now, outside, I mean, our top 6 is pretty good, but we definitely need, I think, someone else to play alongside Kuznetsov and Williams. I think Johansson is just not going to cut it. But the thing is with Johansson that I'm learning in other GMs is that he's a tough cat to move, because if you want to get a stellar second line or even a stellar left wing, you're going to have to give up a little bit more than what you initially have on the board, because his trade value isn't very high. And so, real quickly while I, spitball, I'm just spitballing. I haven't done too much in depth, but we could go after a guy like Jeff Skinner. Can we pull up his info? There it goes. Yeah, I mean, we could go after Jeff Skinner initially. It seems like he could be an option. His potential is low. I don't know how the potential in this year in this NHL works, but you could try and do something like this. You're going to have to give up. The question is, who do we give up to make it worth their while? Who do they want? Who? I mean, yeah. Who do you give up? If you give up Bowie, you're gonna have to give up something. You're gonna have to get something back, and that's siphoning off the last bit of our prospect pool. And if we give up him in a trade, you have to get something back. If we offered him, maybe we get back some draft picks to fill up that depleted what's it called? That depleted draft pick pool that we have. So I'm just spitballing. I'm not saying that these trades are going to happen, but I think we need to bring in a left winger to play alongside Kuznetsov. And if you just go around the league, maybe we bring in Evander Kane. He would probably fit really well. He has 3 years left, a nice contract. You can bring him in, pair him with Bowie, and then you bring in I don't know how good Buffalo is going to be, but you can try and get their first round pick, and then that may not go through because you need to add a skater. So, do they have anyone matching the block? Gianta and Leguan. I mean, you can take Leguan. He has 4 point. You can try and work it out. We can play with it. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is the type of stuff that I'm spitballing to you guys. Let me know what you think. I think trading Johansson is in our best interest. I can look around the NHL and see. I'm not going to do any simulating in this video. I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on the Washington Capitals. I think they're a great team. They have a good mix of prospects that are coming up with Kuznetsov, Burakovsky. They have some veterans, but they that second line, I think they're one left winger away from really cementing themselves. And Do we siphon off? We can siphon off Bowie, or Bowie, depending on how you pronounce it, and get some picks back to retool that prospect pool. Or do we give up our first round pick and try and get a dominant second line left winger, and we trade Johansson? What do you guys think? I'm just throwing everything out because, again, this year we really don't have that many draft picks. Like I said, in the draft coming up, we only have a first and a fourth and a fifth and a sixth. So do we go all in this year, siphon off some of our future by giving up that first round pick, and then we retool the following year? Because we'll still be okay after this year in terms of players. We're not going to lose any major players after the season anyways. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave it here. Again, I'm not going to simulate. I don't know if I'll make a trade in the next video. Again, leave some comments as to what I should do. Again, this is my first GM mode on this gen, so if you guys have any pointers, let me know down below. I am Sully. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.